should be good. I'm DATZHIM. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first, the myth. And facing him here, Froch. And you can see who's more advanced in age. They'll fight as middleweights.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
First up, we have the myth from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI Continental title. In their last fight, they won by knockout. This bout, you can tell both of these fighters are... We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Nice-looking right hook, but he blocked it. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nice lead hook. This fighter loves throwing straight power shots. Their opponent has got to get that head off the center line. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Jab slightly off target. And he scores with the counter. And he misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a... Here we go. It's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Back and forth they go. Nice defense on that hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. like an eternity for them. There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with the jab. This fight has a real good flow to it. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The perfect counter lands. The jab doesn't quite connect. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's on to the 4th we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. So much firepower here. Good defense stopping that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there is no doubt about who won that round. Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. wasn't ready for that counter punch. Does well to block that left jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That uppercut doesn't land. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. No defending at all for that combination. Swing and a miss with that hook. His stamina is off the charts. He threw a punch and just got countered. How about that time counter shot? That's not regal. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of...
There's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter punch. The courage on display here is incredible. A perfect counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know. Round 8, and we're off again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Holding nothing back here in the round. He just misses with that jab. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Can't find a home in that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that hook. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Catch and shoot. two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 10. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Froch in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Couldn't land that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision.